Hello, hi all. Mithun here. I'm just here to do a video on RACS process. Actually, you might have seen this title already. So it's all about how you go to start RACS, the process. I mean, step by step, to achieve the RACS status. So first, before start, let me tell you what is RICS. RICS is a Royal Institute of Chartered Surveyors. It's a body actually, where they will provide this membership under different section, and this QS quantity surveying is one of the section. Okay, so this is a elite membership actually. It's a prestigious membership. You will understand the value once you have it, and when you go to industry, the people will recognize, like when you have MRICS title with your name. It's really, in my experience, is very prestigious membership, I would say. So when I start this process, like I was very confused. I don't know how to start. I heard of, because when I having some 6 to 7 years experience, I start this process and I was like, I need to do it, but I don't know how to do it. That was the stage I had. So because I asked to some people, like in my group, but they doesn't know actually. So somehow I find a way. So I just make sure, like when I've given you this video, you might not be facing the same issue which I had went through. So the first step, of course, the first step is like just simple as it is. You need to send a mail to RSS. You might be wondering, just send a mail. Yes, that's it. You just send a mail to RSS, like, and just before that, ensure you have a degree like a BTech or whatever the engineering degree, like a BTech BE degree and 5 years experience. So what I'm explaining is based on that. Like I'm assuming you have a 5 years experience plus a degree in engineering. Okay, so you just send a mail, like you are so and so. Maybe you can attach a CV if you want, and you have 5 years experience plus, and you have a civil degree or a mechanical degree, be it electrical degree, whatever engineering degree you have, and you send. Why I'm telling whatever engineering degree, I have done mechatronics engineering, not civil or not mech or not electrical, but I was able to get MRSCS. That's why I'm telling you need to have an engineering degree plus 5 years plus experience. Then you send a mail to them, so they will definitely come back to you saying like, thank you for interest in RSCS to become RSCS, and they will send you a format. Actually, basically that's a format where you want to fill your experience. Like the format looks like you need to put my name details and blah blah stuff, plus you need to start you list out your experience, like the first company name, the year from where to where you work. Then you list out what you've done. Like you done, maybe the first company you might have done quantity surveying, or maybe payment certification, or maybe preparation of variation. List out those things, and you go to second company, third company, whatever way you list out all those things. And by this time you need to get a counselor. So counselor is someone who already have a RSCS degree, not degree, sorry, who having a RSCS membership, like MRSCS membership person. So they someone who already have MRSCS can be your counselor. So you, before doing this, you get a counselor first, because once you fill your this summary of experience, all those format, you have to send this to the counselor. Counselor has to sign it, and then you send back this to the RSCS. So basically the format which they send to you, like RSS send to you, you fill the documents. Once you fill the document, you send to counselor. Counselor will sign it, and he will even put his registered number with RSS. Some number will be there for each members. He'll put their member also. Then this you have to send to RSS. So RSS will review that, and they will, I think within a 3 or 4 days, they will come back to you. They will tell you that okay, you are eligible for, because you already have 5 years experience, you have a degree, and your summary is being verified by a counselor, and you send to them. So they will tell you like you are qualified for the being RSS, being MRSS member, and you will be enrolling under APC QS pathway, because being a quantity surveyor, you will be going through QS pathway, and this route is called APC route, because you have to submit a preliminary submission, then you have to go to final submission and interview. That was the process. That's called APC. And same applicable even if you are project manager, the same process only, but your pathway will be PM. In quantity surveying, the pathway is QS pathway, but for you it's a PM pathway. Just one difference only. Okay, so basically then again, then they will come back to you, and they will send you some payment link also. So ideally, I think they ask for them your resume, maybe experience certificate, maybe degree certificate and all. So then they will send you a payment link also, so you need to make a payment, and once you made a payment you are officially enrolled actually. It's called enrollment actually, basically you officially start the process of RICS or become a member of RICS. Okay, so this is called enrollment. This is the first step, if you want to start the RICS process, this is the first step. So be ready guys, find a counselor, you approach RICS and you send your credentials, pay the money, and you start from the point. And one more thing, once you pay money, you will be having seriousness or else you will not be serious at all, like once you pay the money, and the money is a bit significant, so you will attempt to study. That is something very important about this RICS, and you want to study a lot. Again, a heads up. So you done this part. Okay, it's the first step. So you basically enrolled in the system, and by this time you can use APC candidate with your name. You might have seen LinkedIn, some people put APC candidate. That means you're part of the MRICS journey. Yeah, I speak a bit fast since I'm having a stammering issue. So I'm trying my level best to slow down, but sometimes even slip from my hand. So that is what the process. Next step, the preliminary submission. So preliminary submission, you need to have a case study and a summary of experience ready with you. One more step before that, there is a ethic test. This is very simple actually. You need to see some videos and attend a test actually, basically. So video you attend, you understand something, then you attend the test. And ethic test validity will be around 2 years I believe. So do it first parallelly, and let me take you to the process, like a summary of experience, and I mean the how do you going to write the summary of experience and the case study. So summary of experience, basically you are listing out your experience in different competencies. So when I say competencies, it does means that different topic actually. So there are three type of topics. One called mandatory topics or mandatory competencies, or core competencies, and optional competencies. So for core competencies, for example, contract practice, tendering, procurement, construction technology, financial control, all these things you have to write level 1, level 2, level 3 summary. Let me tell you what is level 1, level 2, level 3. Level 1, you will write what you know. For example, if you're writing a summary of experience in contract practice, you will say, I know a contract, I know different types of contract, I know FIDIC form of contract, I know contract law, I know express terms, I know implied terms. So just you look into that wordings, I know, basically what you know is writing in the level 1. If you go to level 2, you will write, I drafted the contract for this company, I drafted the contract for subcontractor. Then maybe you will write like, I reviewed contract, I find out some contractual dispute, some contractual issues I faced. All these things will be listing in level 2. So level 1, you wrote what you know. In level 2, you're going to write what you have done actually, what you have done physically at site, like you prepare a LOA for a subcontractor, you may prepare a contract agreement for a subcontractor, or even you review contract. So all these things you will be listing out in the level 2. Come to level 3. Level 3, see, you are going to become a chartered surveyor, so you should be able to give a expert advice to your client. So that's the level 3 actually. Level 3 basically looking for a standard or expert advice which you are given to your client. Okay, so level 1 what you know, level 2 what you did, and level 3 the advice you are given to client. For example, something like, there was a client when I'm working with the company, I had faced this issue, the contractor was underperformance, or contract form was different which the new party doesn't understand, so you advise to go for a standard form of contract, or whatever way you can write. But you just, I mean, the way you, I just mean to say the way you draft, like kind of advice you're giving, like you are giving expert advice to client, like client, let us do this way, this is going to work out, this is not going to work out, that way. So this is about core competencies. You write level 1, 2, 3. And mandatory competencies, that is second level of competencies, which is like you should know that things. For example, data management, accounting principles, all those things are, you should know. That's it. You don't need to deep dive into it and do, or they're not expecting you to do some work on that. but you should know, being a chartered quantity survey, you should know the principle basically. So that's the reason they put a topic like data management. Even I just forgot the for other topics, my bad, I'm sorry for that. But accounting principle is there. Definitely you will learn different accounting strategies and stuff. You will just know actually. Ethics is there for sure. Okay, and communication is there, negotiation is there, all these are there. This is all you should know. That's it. You just know I this communication principle. I used vocal communication, I used video communication, just like what I'm doing. That's it. In level 3, sorry, in other one is optional competencies, which you have to write level 1, level 2, because you don't need to give advice on that. You just need to know about it and you should do something. I mean, you might have done something on it. That's level 2. If I'm not wrong, sustainability, commercial management, all those are part of planning. All those part of what do you call that, optional competencies. Again, there is a word count for all those things. Your writing should not exceed the word count which they prescribing. Okay, some 5,000 word count should be total, in total. Okay, so you should be maintain your writing within that word count. So that, if you are really interesting and going for it, let me know, or let me please contact me through comment box. I can give you bit more updates on that. You can contact me personally also, so that I can give you the information of the word count, the format, everything. Okay, I am not going to write it for you, but I can give you some heads up on that. So basically you are ready with the, you are enrolled and you wrote your summary of experience. Now the case study is something very critical. Case study is something, you're writing about the case study. Actually, you might have faced a critical issue in your past career. So the intention was that only. So you face a critical issue in the past and you find out 3 solutions for that, and these 3 solutions should be feasible also. And among these 3 solutions, you pick a best fit solution and instruct the client to proceed. That is all about the